Recording in progress.
Eva showed up.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good. You getting the storms too?
It was kind of scary.
Yeah, they were pretty rough and loud.
Yep. Well, apparently last weekend was even worse.
I
You
wasn't
guys,
here.
you guys were not here, isn't it?
Uh, gosh. No, we were here. Yeah, we were here. Yeah, it was at night though,
Right.
and so I sleep through that stuff.
Oh my God.
Dogs didn't. No, Fen was getting all excited about it, so he got me up.
But you didn't have any damage or anything.
No, just a lot of loud, thunder and stuff. So that's it. That's all we had.
Oh, that's good because apparently lots of flooded houses and lots of damage.
Oh, really? It's it's always a tough thing with houses. Hopefully, insurance will take care of it.
Yep.
Sometimes you just can't count on it. Anyway, let's see. So it's just you and me so far.
Well, there are still a couple of minutes, so
Yeah, we got minutes. We got time. So nice job on your line last week. I liked your take on it. The background worked out really well, and the way you hand your drawing is, really made that work out really well.
I was quite happy.
Yeah, it had a lot of nice things. Somebody will pick that up, I'm sure.
I don't do anything with this. I don't even know where to start. I know the people asking me sometimes, but That means that I would have to make a website and start packing.
No, you don't even have to do that. You just tell them, you can just use Facebook for all of it and say if you want to buy it, just let me know, type thing, and just don't take checks from anybody. Make sure they have to pay through PayPal or something like that, because a lot of scamming going on out there. I mean, you're always getting hit with these guys. They all want to pay by check, and then the check never goes through.
Yeah.
And you lose money on the deal.
As I said, right now I really don't have time to even think about this.
Yeah. Don't you got traveling coming up? You probably should be traveling the world again pretty soon here.
No, I just kind of decided to stay put, in the summer, thinking that and hoping that it's going to be a very boring summer. But unfortunately, fire after fire. And like the latest, I have a problem with my tooth, so I don't know how I'm going to last. I need a root canal Wednesday morning. How exciting.
Oh.
I know.
We got to get it done, though, man. You got to do it.
I know. So it's.
Yeah. We've been through a couple of those. They were a pain in the butt.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's time. I guess it's just you and me, girl.
Oh my God,
somebody else will show up.
This is scary.
You get a personal class. You get to ask all the questions. I don't think anybody wanted to paint a tractor.
I mean, this tractor is scary.
Is it?
Beyond scary.
This little old thing?
Yeah. And you're going to tell me
fun.
A little bit of red, a little bit of blue, and few sticks.
That's it. It's a square. It's nothing more than a square with one brush stroke. You can paint that whole thing. It's so easy it is. It's like, oh my God. And don't tell me it's hard. Well, it could be. Here, let me pull it up and we'll go over it anyway. Yeah. We'll act like everybody's here. Right?
Sure.
Okay. Loud applause goes here. All right. So here we go. We got the engine here in black and white. The value studies. Very good. Yeah, we got some really quite, dark ones back in here. Got some real dark value back behind it, but that pushes the red out. And if you do it right, you make this dark enough back in here. All you're going to have to do is paint the tires and do a little bit of metal things, and then paint the front. It's pretty simple. But I'll break it down and we'll make it a little bit even easier how to go through it. But of course, get these values right in the back, these really dark ones. And then, as they come forward, they lighten up here. In the sun, you can see almost, that where the sun just is baking, really what it does number on the ivy here. You can see some of the leaves, but not all of them. So we also have a lot of suspect junk hanging from some rafters in the shed. Nothing too crazy, but just things. They don't need to be anything more than a slight soft indication. I don't want to go in here and do any of this stuff. This post right here is probably kind of nice to have because it kind of keeps everything, from going off sides, and, stops you and brings you back. like you said, the hardest little thing's going to be, uh, you know, painting this guy. But he's nothing but small, rectangles, square, straight shots with the brush. These are nothing but simple rectangles. There's not anything there. You got a couple circles here, and they don't even have to be perfect. I mean, they don't even have to be lined up with each other. They kind of the fun thing on these things is these things being old and antique. I'll try to show you how to do a nice circle with the brush, just laying it down and twisting it off and trying to get that circle. So we'll try that. A little bit of perspective on this, going back, in here, a little bit, so everything is basically gonna go to right here. So all these bricks should come right off this spot. And that's right above the tire, right over there. Now it looks about right. You probably can even use it to get some of the pieces, perspective on the tractor itself. Let me see if we can do that. It's right about here. So if you get, perspective wise, yeah, it works. You can get all the angles of the thing as long as you get that same one, and it just basically does everything. That's, the guy at least parked the tractor straight in there, didn't he? Don't, uh, so yeah, there's just a lot of little stuff laying on the ground, a lot of little teeny scratches and stuff, and we'll have to decide on what we need and what we don't need. So let's go back over to the color version. Okay, yeah, colors. Yeah, I got red and green. You got magic colors here going together. You got red and green. You got the red. It's always going to pop. When you got that complementary green around it, you got a few different greens. You got this, the grass green, which is a little bit cooler down here. Down in here. And then you got a little bit warmer greens, and then yellow greens, and then some really different yellow greens up here. That sun, like I said, is beating down on it. We don't have to live with that because it's kind of fun, but I'm not sure, if it being bleached out like it is going to be right. We do have a nice little can here. Always good to be able to do those. And like I said, you got a lot of things kind of hanging down from the rafters over here, gardening tools and things like that, but they are nothing more than a line. So we got shapes and lines, and that's all we have to do. Pretty kind of simple, kind of fun. Yeah, the hardest thing on this guy is definitely going to be right here in the front face. You do got, lines, constant lines going across here. The nice thing about this is it's an old tractor. Not being perfect will probably enhance the painting. Okay, so I wouldn't, don't even think about it. We'll just throw them in with a knife, scratch them in with a knife, and see if it works. And then you got all the, got some nice structure for the wheels here holding on, and some of the body of it. Not too much there, really. Just we're gonna have to hit a few things, but not too much. And then yeah, like I said, there's a lot of schmutz type stuff back in here. Just a lot of stuff you find in old places, attics and things like that. You never know what's put back there but you can sell. If you want to dig into them, you can find them all. Everything, what everything is. There's tarps, there's wheels, there's frames for window frames. There's other things in there. Just squares, just little. Look at them for color. Just if you just match them for color, just kind of put them in there and just don't let anything back there be bright. Let's make sure these tires, gray of these tires, have something nice and dark next to it so they pop out of there so you don't have to work hard. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going on. So why would don't put too much color back there. Just keep it subtle. So that's what we're going to do. We'll put it in with one color, really dark, and then we'll lighten it up with bringing in some color, and get those colors in there. And so they'll just sit back. That's what my plan is. Okay. Everything else tractor wise is there. Shouldn't be too hard. Should be fun. Any questions?
No, everything is crystal clear.
Thank you, Eva.
You can count on me.
Thank you, girl. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's find our way out of here, and we'll get over to our magic coloring board. Our palette of colors, and we'll go over it. Okay. Okay, Eva. We got titanium white. You got some cad yellow light, cad red light, cad orange. This is gold, orange ochre. Just like I said, kind of just out of ochre right now, regular ochre. Gonna get some new stuff. This is oxide red light up here. It's just pulling off them. You could use Terra Rosa here. You could use Terra Rosa. You could use Venetian here, but oxide red light works out really well. This is a alizarin crimson, of course. Nice cool red. My blue is cobalt blue hue by Utrecht. Then I got phthalo green blue side and some transparent oxide over here. I do have some other orange back up here. This is oxide orange. And I have just taking the skin off it in case we want to use it. What you need is some nice big bristle brush or big synthetics. These guys are going to do really some nice clean work when you have to do some of that metal work. When you have to do this metal work down in here and these things and any of these things, nice synthetic will be able to drop in on that a nice little line. Brush work, anything like this kind of stuff in the back and stuff, nice put in with a bristle so you get some nice texture. Then if you have any problems, you got your paint erasers and a palette knife for little details. Okay. So we will go on to mixing colors. Let me put these guys away for now. All right, color-wise. Ava, what color we start with? What color you want to go with?
How about to get that roof kind of, I don't know, green and one of those Terra Rosa or Venetian red.
Okay, all right. That will work. Phthalo green and Venetian red or oxide red here. Be a really good color. Congrats. Good job. You get an A for today.
Can I go now?
Oh, wait a second. I give that out too fast. Come on. you're going to put a pour into this somewhere probably anyway. So one is going to be on the brown side. One's going to be on the green side. The red side. I think this one's on the green side. So let's keep it a little bit more green. They're probably both on green side. Good job on that one. Also, I would say we're going to need, let's go a little cooler. Let's go phthalo green and alizarin. Again, one on the alizarin side to give you a nice red dark, purple. And then one on just on the greener side. What you're going to find is the green will come forward and that purple will fall back too. Good job on those colors. All right, we're going to need some blues and green, some other things here. So let's go blue and oxide, transparent oxide. Transparent oxide, it's kind of like a burnt sienna, right? If you go on the brown side, it shouldn't be too hard. This will give us pretty much all the darks we need. This is going to be on the blue side. So I might have to keep adding blue. Okay, a little bit. Then our last dark, pretty much should help us, is going to be blue and cad red. So one be on the red side. See, that could easily get in here and do a lot of this little teeny stuff. And then one will be on the blue side. A little bit of red in that. Mostly blue, though. I'm going to make that a bigger pile. This one over here, a little bit bigger. Might be able to use it a few other places, I think. So more cad red and blue. Oop. Just a touch too much red. Yeah, I kind of like that color. I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to do a middle version of it. Here, put these two together. There we go. Just a brown. Brown, red. You can never know what you might be able to use it for. Okay. Well, those are your base colors. We'll need to get some greens, make some greens, but I think we're going to get those up here. So let's do let's just split these colors first. Find a mid-tone value we like for the painting. You go with probably around, going to be darker, probably going to be around 8s. So probably not all going to add too much white to it. It can be because it's kind of like dark and really light. So just add enough white to these colors to make them like an 8. This is oxide and green or Terra Rosa. And this is a 9. Just one more step. Yeah. Still slightly dark, but close enough. Do that with the red side. As you can see, it's, well, I guess that was supposed to be the green side. Make this a red side since it didn't come through. So we'll just keep adding some more red to this side, the oxide red. Probably this side too. I don't think that green's gonna go too far. I mean, there are some nice, yeah. When you get this color right, you can get close to those cinder blocks. Color. Pretty much nail it, really. Maybe I shouldn't have added more red to it. I should have probably kept this just on the phthalo side a little bit more. It would have been fun. And that's what I'm doing. Just added just a little more phthalo green to this. That's really close. That's a nice gray. It might have to go up a little lighter, but not too much. Let's do this. This might get me there too. This is phthalo green and alizarin. Trying to get it to an 8, and I know it blew past that pretty quick. Well, this is really a 7, so it's really not too far. I was looking at this color thinking that I was going to get maybe tires out of it. Now I'm thinking it's going to be this red side. That purple is going to probably get me closer to what I need. Might be just a hair. There you go. Just a little more green to it to gray it out. And you're going to get pretty close to it. Probably just enough white to do it. All right. So some things getting figured out pretty quickly. Let's see what these dark ones here. This is some blue and oxide. This is just a nice gray color. This is another color. I'm figuring, if nothing else, it might also get those cinder blocks. Might be able to fit in there. This brown is probably, it's pretty close to that stuff. It's close. I think this is just a little dark. This gray here needs to go a little bit lighter. This might be fit in there. That could fit in there. So it might be a combination of all these colors here to kind of bring you forward and through that area. This brown, yeah, I can use that. I'm going to keep that. Okay, let's see what these purples over here do. Blue and yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking this color here, just a little bit more blue. Just a touch more. On the blue side. And I know I have the tires. No, I have them. Okay. Red side, just take it easy on putting how much white I put in there. That's the kind of stuff that becomes rust and pipes and things like that. That's why I thought cad red and blue were going to work out real well. This is the red side. Probably just add a little less white to it than I was doing. Maybe I'll even might heat that up with just a touch more red too. Yeah, well, let's leave that there because that can go back into a lot of little stuff in here. Yeah, it might be a little dark. We'll get it. That's a good base tone though to go with. Uh, but let's see if we can nail it. So I'm going to go with some oxide, red, light, and alizarin together. Just a touch more alizarin. And I'm going to go a little bit more on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to go alizarin, cad red. One of these guys is going to hit pretty good, probably, I'm thinking, on the red. Doesn't look like right now. So I think as soon as we add some white to it, this is really good. These are really good outside colors of this shape. And I wish I just would have mixed up paint. I did not pick up enough paint. Red here, this light one just a little bit. Good. That's mostly cad red, and that's just a little bit of alizarin into it. One of those colors is going to help get this truck going or this tractor going. We're going to take and do the same we did up top. Split these piles and add some white to them. These guys are probably going to go more around 4s and 5s. That's too much, and that had a little green in it. You can see how sweet that became. And that's not gonna, well, you'd be surprised. Maybe we warm that up with a little orange instead of being so cool. Holy crap, that's really close. Nice. Doesn't look like it. I didn't think it was. I thought for sure it was going to have to come from these guys. These will be too real close to that too. They just got to get value wise, get closer to it. That front, yeah, real close. Value's just a little step off yet. Then we'll get the greens made up and we'll be done. So this one's going to be a little warmer, which is good because it's on Cad red side. Slightly warmer, not too much. Sort of gets that, doesn't it? Okay. Let's get these greens out of the way and we'll be set. I'm going to start with some of our greens up top. Just add just a little bit of yellow to them. So I took the first four here, Lizarins and phthalo greens and the greens and the oxide. I'm just going to add cad yellow to it. And see where I come out. No, it's not too bad. You can get kind of earthy ones, kind of rich guys. You know, I think they might be nice. Oops. Got a little cad red in there somehow. I'm sure this one would go a little cooler. And this one being purple should go browner. Which will really fit nice up here with these things. They just need to be a little lighter. And I'm going to take this blue and oxide and cad red. Put a little red into that. I need a blue green cooler one. That's a little cool enough. More blue. I'm gonna add some white to them, and we should be there. Let's see what we got. We'll add some white to these colors. Some of these are pretty good. Just add enough to them to knock them down a step or two. So not much white. Unless I find the right one. I just want to just gray them out a little bit. Get them to fit just a touch more. Just good enough. On the next one, touch too much, but I figured that one was going to be in here too. I am going to probably end up making a little bit bigger pile of that. That is going to be all over in here. Same with these other ones too. Get them up pretty high so I can use them in this area here. Nice yellow greens. And you got your cool greens. That's a that's a pretty good palette. Well, let's see what we got here. You got any questions on it so far?
Sorry, yes, I do. The last green, the low, this one, yeah.
That one was just blue and I took it from this blue and has just a little bit of red in it and cad yellow.
Oh, okay.
And then I kept adding blue to it because it just wasn't getting to the green I wanted. I wanted a cooler green. And yeah, just wasn't getting there. I got too cool, and then it doesn't get there again. It's close enough now. So I'll go through the colors for you. We want to start off with oxide red, light, and green, or phthalo green. Or you can use Terra Rosa or Venetian there. We brought them down to about 8 value. This is the red side, this is the green side. Then we did phthalo green and alizarin. This one up here is just ran out. Don't want to run out when I start to paint. So we added white to them till we got them to the right value. We might have to lighten those guys up a little bit more. But I think they're going to do the job. You can see the green side and the alizarin side. Then we did blue and transparent oxide. Transparent, basically it's like a burnt sienna, and it makes a nice grayed out when they're about even. Or if you leave it on the brown side, you get some nice toning colors. Over here we have blue and cad red, light, blue side, red side, and then one in between. That's what I ended up doing. So this one I really pushed more blue into it. This one's straight mix, so you get kind of a purple, kind of a gray purple, and then on the red side. Figure I'm going to need this for some of the tractor type stuff, or it could go mix with this one into that beam right here, the beam here, or some of the rust here. Then we went to tractor colors. Needed some reds, different reds. So I went with regular oxide red and alizarin here. Just did not make up much. Sure I have enough. And then this is the alizarin side. You bring them down, you can see what happens. I think I added some orange to that too. Gray it out. Good. Over here we did alizarin and cad red light. This is the alizarin side. This is cad red side. Either of these guys, a lot of these guys will be able to work on the front end of this tractor, or even on some of the wheel things, the ties that hold that thing together. Then I've made up some greens. I used these 4 greens plus this blue and red one, and added yellow to them. And then we added white to them. And then you can see how light these guys get, and these are going to be helpful fold for the front end. All right, there we got it. That's where we're going. No problems. Don't drop anything. Let me get the camera rolling on this side. Eva, I'm going to mute you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're the only one here, and I'm going to mute
sorry,
you.
making noise.
I'm going to mute you. Can you believe that? You're going to have to unmute yourself, Eve. You could do whatever you want. Just if you're going to, let me know. I can, it's no big deal. Oh, sorry about this. Put something down. I have to get around it. Okay, I'll bring this in. Close as I can. Oh, get that line painting out of here. I'm glad no one is here now, making all these mistakes. All right. Let's tone out that canvas and figure out what we're going to do. This is just transparent oxide I'm going to use, or burnt sienna. That's pretty heavy. I kind of laid it out on here pretty heavy, as you can see. So how rich that color is. These are Rembrandt colors, and they are very strong. Keep it a little lighter at the bottom where the light is. Just thinking about that stuff ahead of time. Okay, pretty good. That should be a decent block or tone. That's a beautiful color, boy. You can let some of that show through. That should do it. That'll be this is a 16 by 20, so pretty good size. Nice medium painting. That's what I kind of figured. All right, let's figure this out. We need about 1/3, 2/3 for the roof. And 1/3 over here too for the back of the building. So this has come forward just by a little bit. And then bottom there. So that kind of, this spot here basically tells me where you know, all the blocks or lines are going to go. It should be pretty close. And then back in here, of course, it doesn't go straight. Kind of give it a couple inches here. And put the wheel here and the other wheel over here. That bracing basically is same height as the wheels, so right. So basically. It's gonna lean this tractor. Back to that spot for the perspective on the tractor. Just now, it's just a lot of this stuff is just getting things in the right spots. So yeah. I only really see this one tire here. Circle here and yes, circle over here. Pretty much matches it up. Okay. Then you got the roof line. And then this stuff. You got a lot of, like I was talking about, a lot of stuff up here in the rafters. But this is what, I'll just be wiping most of that stuff out as I go. Post, ivy coming down, cutting over, coming in, green grass here, there, and kind of coming up here on this side. There is the barrel, like a 50-gallon barrel here, leaning in. Oh, too much leaning. Whole barrel. Dipping in as much, but then, it's going to lose that. We'll lose a lot of that information. Give a little bit. All right. Use this stuff back. Most of this stuff is just going to be touch little placements, looking at it and dropping it in afterwards. Yeah, so we're going to lose this. So then there's a lot of other stuff. You just don't paint that stuff. This is no line here, really. This is just stuff. Okay. Let's start off with our darkest darks we made up. I'm going to go, though, with alizarin and phthalo green, and this is the purple. Basically, and start the rafters back in here. And I'm going to start it out, making it back in here. Pretty much full strength. But it is now it's is mixing a little bit with the other stuff. So let's go get some more and figure out any other spots. We need a really dark, kind of our black color going through here. Probably keep going over here to this side a little bit. And I would say probably, feed it underneath the tractor. Nothing wrong with that. Probably also put it in the wheels. All right, let's start there. Okay. I'm gonna go to the green side of that. Not gonna clean my brush out too much, so it's gonna stay pretty green. And I'm gonna start this all the way back here around the basically this guy. Bring it forward a little bit. Just let the what happens back here with the brown, the other toned colors I have in here. Just let it thin out its on a little bit and keep going. Like I said about the most of the stuff in here. I like to get it dark now. Touch more alizarin too. And I'm just gonna run my brush out color. I lost some of my lines here for the bricks, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back to the green side a little bit more for this back area here behind the wall here. It's gonna go a little greenish. And we're gonna leave that alone. I could go a little darker with that on a few outside edges here. Just to keep it everything inside a little bit. All right, good. Now I am going to go to my some secondary colors, the green and the oxide. I'm going to use this green side. These rafters here. Just leaving enough the underpainting to make the rafters itself, the lines, and just go. Okay, so we're going to work on some shadows here, some of the greener shadows underneath the thing. This is the oxide and green. This is on the green side. And I'm also going to put it in some of this grass, these cloverish grasses right in here too. Rub it in here a little bit. Brush out of that color and try the brown side. Brown red side. Look at this. I'm going to definitely look at this. Put the post in. Basically, this post here with a few, little bit of that. Just a little went on the green side too much. Shoot. All right, we're going to leave it like that then for now. We'll get it. Got all the colors. But basically, right there, not too bad for some of the darks and stuff going in there. Yeah, a lot of lightening up yet to do, but not bad. Okay, blue and oxide, transparent oxide. I'm going to come back and add some blue to mine. This is like almost a black. And come back here to this tire a little bit, the tires, and get a little bit more of this on the front end and then the back end. Middle of the tires kind of leave alone. Going to start putting in some of these mechanical things with this this color because it's on the blue side of the oxide and things, and little teeny things I see I can put in, and it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, now I'm going to go back and right behind this tire, nice and clean. One little square of darkness that's darker than the tire is going to be, so this will pop out. And go to the brown side. Come back, I think underneath the this guy here, underneath the stuff, we can do a little more darkness here too, so everything stands out. You can always lighten it up. So kind of a brown, darker brown in the farther back. I can use these two together just to help these two wheels here to have something to come out really nice. There you go. And warm up the background here a little bit too. All right, getting some fun things going. We got a lot of patchwork of good brush strokes, really dark here. So now, yeah, everything is going to come lighten up from that. That's really good. Uh, Let's see, I got some blue here and lit cad red. This is nice purple. This is again. I was thinking it was going to be in these tires, but it's probably going to go in at the end. Like a lot of stuff in here. There's so much going through here.
Jim, I'm sorry. I know that you're gonna kill me, but I really have to take some painkillers. I'm really in bad shape.
Okay.
I will try to finish from the video.
Okay. No problem. I understand. You take her easy. You know. All right.
Thanks again.
No problem. Okay. The Last of Us. Let's just what I'm doing is removing paint with a just tip my brush here. Just going to make these slats that go on top of these rafters here. Just marks. What I'm sort of going to be end up doing here too is same thing I'm going to be doing right in here when I get to that. Okay. Need a little bit more oil. All right, we're pretty much done with all the darks except for some of the reds and so some cad red here now. So this is cad red and blue, cad red light and blue. I was thinking about it right here on this side of the shadow side of this guy coming down. So I'm just getting that shape. That just this warm red that's, you know, gonna help things down the line really. We're almost there on this one. Very quickly. Okay. So that's cad red. Let's do the cad red light in blue. So this is really heavy cad red. Just a little too rich, but I'm just basically going to mark off all this stuff in here. Any things like that, and I can brighten them up from there. And the seat back in here. That's just a little teeny stroke. Like that, it's just got to stand out. I got to make sure that stands out nicely and should be good. Okay. A little stuff on the sides. All right, we are done with our really strong darks. So I'm just gonna start adding now. I'm gonna go to my reds and we'll start popping these guys back. One more step. This is oxide red and light, and oxide red light and alizarin. And a lot of these colors going to look, when I put them in, they're not going to do a ton yet. But this color comes forward just a little bit better than the cad red version. So this has just a little bit richness to it. go in here and just start putting in some of these rods that kind of go into the steering of these wheels. Yeah. See how those things working almost just a little bit too much detail already. All right. I don't want to get to my real rich reds yet and do the face. That's pretty close to the right value already. I'm going to cut back here and come back and go and paint these bricks back here on this area here. This is see, this is oxide and green, a little bit of white. So I'm starting with the, yeah. See, it was should have started out here. We'll let it darken up. Too light. It's touching it in place. Oh, yeah. Hmm. I'm going to do the try a little bit more and see what it does here. Just a little less color, just a little bright. Green side. Yes, it tad too light. Just going to stroke it into place. And work it over here to the, get it. Move it out a little short. Okay. I'm going to go with the green side here in the front. That should really start to make this work. Yeah, like a brick high. easy to fix. Take this down just a hair more. Just correcting that. It's a little bit too far for me. Okay. Finish up this stuff. Okay. I'll get some red browns and stuff like that. Blacks and stuff down in here in the corner here. Maybe some green things going over it. I want a little bit of mix mash of things here. Okay. What I need to do. Well, here's my ruler. Follow the lines here. Right about there, they meet. So that will tell me everything I need to know about this stuff. All right, so now I got my lines. Those perspectives right. Finger movement just barely makes movements. Now you can get rid of all this stuff. Did not really destroy the paint at all. No. All this is getting touched up anyway. You go through and just make a better line here. Yeah, the thing with the bricks is they stagger from line to line. Bricks do so. As they go back in space, they should shrink space too. So as these two are off, there you go. Any more after that? Too much. They should come back in here and I should be able to pick them up. See you spots. Okay. At least I have them marked out. They're worked out and they'll be fine. We just have to you know, put them in with a little paint. But at least they're raced out. All right. Before we do that, before you get that light, let's get a few more things in now. I can dig up here and put on the. I'm going to go to a little bit thinner brush, smaller brush here for synthetic, and put the this top of this guy in. So that is, I just put it in with the CAD red and blue mix, pretty much straight down the middle. It's kind of a purple. I'm almost going to go to just a little bit darker version of it. Just going to add just a little bit of the dark back into it. And I can get this little, before I do that, I gotta put in where this guy goes. Let's see. Again, eraser. Now I put in with real paint. Put in with some phthalo green and purple, white. And just a little greener in the front, in the middle of the thing. Now that's not showing up. And then back to that cad red and blue mix with just a little bit of white. That white. Down a little bit of heavy handed there. Go back in and just touch the sides of this muffler thing. Put in this seat. A little strong, but I can tone the back of it down. I've got a little red into the top part of it. And let the front edge be. Bring it down far enough. Over far enough. There you go. Okay, the wheels. Definitely there's round. The back ones don't get a whole lot of anything. They're really dark. Basically, I'm going to go with some blue into them. But it's more of a purple here. It's phthalo green and alizarin with white to about 7. I'm just going to basically pull it right over the dark. Leave a little bit of room at the top, but pull it down in one stroke. Just soften it to spot till it fits. And then just come up with a zigzag pattern into it. Gonna do the same, but a little bit lighter. Right. And get the top edge of the wheels here. So that's a little cool, a little warm and cool for that. I think it works fine for this one. I can take it down the side of the wheel here. And the same over here a little bit. As I get down there, I'm going to switch over to oxide red and green with the white and touch the bottom here. Just a little greener. And then over here too, just touch it. This is going to be, most of this tire is going to be lost in the weeds, so it's don't have to do anything more than get a little bit of edge to it. You got a little bit more mud onto it too, so I'm going to switch over to uh, blue and oxide, transparent oxide, the gray version, and just get that in here. And go to the red version of that color. I just put in the mud in the tire back there. Just a hair. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Those two colors, I think, are going to be come in here and do some things underneath here. I'm not exactly sure these gears and stuff are, doing much here, but a little bit of things here. Like a spade here, a triangle and a thing there. That's about it. And then there's just a little bit of light on some piping. It's laying on the ground with bricks. Definitely these kind of grayed out colors are perfect for that. These my guys, this might even be uh, great for doing these wall things here, the lines. And starting to get a little bit of stuff down in here, so just like starting to everything's just basically a stroke. Trying to get it in with one simple stroke. And some of this piping here. Okay. Starting to see it start to take effect pretty quickly. Yeah, just need just a little dirt on that tire there, and there'll be little spots in here, the crevices. Right. Soften out a few edges. Let's get keep going here. Look at these colors here I got. Let me go back to the green. I say green, it's oxide and phthalo green mixed with white. And get this 50-gallon drum here. Just scrubbing it in into this brown tan here. A few places it gets a little bit thing, but the rest of it is just going to let the brown jump in there for rust. And I'll also look at that for a few things here. Instead of doing white all the time, white just gets so bright on things. You know, so you gotta really look for different, what else you can do. Okay, most of the stuff is starting to take care of itself a little bit. Back to transparent oxide and blue on the oxide side. See, it's very gray here. Very gray. Nope. Well, the red, I mean, this is CAD red and blue on the CAD red side. That's what I was thinking about getting in here anyway for that guy. Getting this post in. No, and I need to come back to any of these guys. Keeping it pretty simple. Okay. This color here, I think I might lighten up this front edge too. A few spots there. So that's again oxide red and transparent oxide red and blue. Basically in the rafters, things like this. Really indications really work out nice. Just now I'm going to be doing a little bit of just dropping in some posts. On some other stuff. Make sure it all points back down into the painting. A little bit, could have been greener. There's some fencing, probably stuff up there. Yeah, stuff over here, same thing. Coming down. Okay. Before I go any further, let's put in these things. I was thinking transparent oxide and gray. Probably just a little lighter than that. Kind of a value probably around 4. So it's like color I took out of here. You know, pretty close. I'm just dropping a edge of the brush down. I'm not doing anything too much. I'm gonna just keep it right in the middle here. Almost, almost too light. And as I get back there, I'm really gonna go back to a little darker. Maybe cool it off a little purple. Oh, that's it too dark, too light. Okay, so that down. And these guys down just a hair more. Okay. Let's see, I'm pretty much here. I can't, you know, that's the thing with these things. Just Hedging my bet on some of these greens here. And my brush too. Put a little bit of this. Put some of the greens in, or let me get greens. Not even good. Just put it on the face. Then I go back in some, get some of these real rich, cooler reds back in here. And thought they might pop a little bit. Just a little bit warmer than that, so. And make sure that that seat back there gets a little bit more love than it does in the photo. Get these guys in. And then underneath here, a little bit more red now. Gonna get there. I know we're not don't have any engine at least really to speak of to have to paint. So this is Cad Red and Alizarin. Just painting the very outside. That's where it's, really caught up. Still has some red to it. Now we can go with orange, more Cad Red. Maybe just a touch of Cad Orange into it. Too much. Too much. Back to the Cad Red and Cad Red and Lizard mix. Be enough. Cad Orange was too much. I'm just going to work that in just a little bit into the from the outside, working on inside. Okay. Now I'm going to look around this tractor. Look for little spots of Cad Red, that red shooting down. You can find right on the edges coming down and connecting. And the zigzag here, going back in. gonna just take my knife and put a little line here for, for the wheel. At least for the one part of it. I'm just gonna rub this out a little bit, just get a little bit of that red in there. See where else I can find a spot for it. Okay. Let's gonna paint the face of this guy. Feels a little bit warm, but I'm gonna try this. This is just cad red, alizarin with white. You just want to get a little bit of the feeling of the metal turning edge. Slight touch. Just a little bit heavier paint, just a touch more heavier paint right there. Don't want it everywhere. Now you can come back down here and just get a few of these braces again. Things here. Gonna do the front, very front line. No. I can do that. I'm gonna put in the creases and stuff with my knife. Go back to some of the darker colors here. Dark reds, alizarin oxide, pure. Maybe add just a touch of blue to it, gets more darkness to it. Let's see if this is dirt. You can make the line, some of these. Not bad, just a little weak. Add a little bit more red to it, or blue to it to make it too dark. Let's get that line there. It's gonna keep going like this. That's my first one. Now I got 1, 2, That's the top one, two, three, four of them. Four of them pretty tight together. Yes, a slight bend to them. Space. Tight. Keep them tight. Should have counted. Space. That's the one. Space out. Middle section. Put it back in with nice simple brush. Then I add just a touch of orange to it. Front end a little warmer, you know. See, that's wasn't that hard. Get a little bit aggressive with my strokes there. Got to touch the outside edge a little bit. Get rid of the red out of my brush, put a little more green into it. Put some bricks up back in here. That some of the reds and stuff. I'm just going to pop a little bit better. All right. Couple minor little things here. We're set. We're on our way. Put some of these darks back in the tire. Good synthetic like this really helps. Right in the middle, make this kind of come forward. It's really interesting because you got a little bit of green right on the tread in this area. We just I really took it easy on the green and right on the tip of those treads, right in the same spot all the way across. I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit more, but it's pretty even, so it's pretty even there. And just at the bottom, just a slight bit of green. With a little bit of green too. Yeah, that's almost too light. Now the schmutz stuff. Just some blues. Hints of things. Things hanging from rafters. Just lines. I keep you this kind of stuff just doesn't seem like it's that important. But it does bring your eye around. Keeps your eye from drifting off following these bricks that you don't need all of. I'll straighten it out. Okay. I'm going to put in the lights. This guy gets just a little bit of stuff, straights and lines. Okay. Now to put in a little light like that, I'm just going to use a little teeny brush. Not a teeny brush, but this is like a 2. Or is it so? This is probably 4. I need a 2. Oh, here. Let's see. I'm just going to put it in with our green we made with a lot of white in it. Just going to push it in here and turn the brush. I think this is too small. I'm going to go big. And lay it in here and just twist it for a circle. And just touch it. There you go. And then the rest is all a little bit of stuff, definitely got some greens coming in here. You also have poles coming in from above. Not quite that far, but okay. I do like some of these, posts here that are on the side. I think they gonna stop this from happening. This stuff taking you off. So I'm just gonna touch this stuff back in. Get rid of some of it. That didn't work out very well. Something that stupid, and it doesn't go in right. Just need more paint. Get the dark in. Time for some greens. Just gonna put them in with the knife for now. Touch them in. Get the placement. That way I can just do the main ones, just give a teeny spot of space into them, just like doing dog fur and everything else. So they don't let too many of them squish together. Switching greens. And there. Went a little long today because no one's here. So, so I'm just finishing it up a little bit.
I'm here. I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah. I'm watching over your shoulder.
Oh man, I didn't think anybody was here.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody left.
Not me. I'm here.
You can't sleep.
No, no, you're just fascinating to watch. I love watching you.
Oh, okay.
I know I should paint, but I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. Well, you'll paint this. Maybe you will. This is a kind of a country scene you like.
Oh, reminds me of my dad. Daddy had a tractor like that, and a barn like that.
Did he?
Oh yeah, it looks like that, but I don't think I can do this one.
You. It was easy. It wasn't that hard. It was all.
I think you enjoyed doing this, didn't you?
It's just a technique thing. It's not a big design thing or anything. Just
Yeah.
you get the basics in, and then it makes it you look like you did something, then you just kind of cover it up. Mm.
Oh, it's nice. Very nice.
Well placed. Thank you.
I'll have to get you some good old Pennsylvania countryside pictures.
I know we need some of those again, right?
Yeah, I'll get it. It's beautiful around here, so
Yeah. So
I'll
where'd you
get
go?
it.
Did you went on vacation somewhere, didn't you?
Oh,
Didn't you
I
go to New York again? Did you go to Easton?
oh yeah, I was at New York just with the garden club.
Okay, the Garden Club. Okay.
Yeah, nothing to do with painting, just garden club.
Oh, okay.
We were out tonight in the woods. We went for a hike. I posted pictures of our, but I'll get you some good pictures.
Okay.
I saw your cows lately. I talked to the cows lately.
Oh, those guys?
Yeah, Oscar and Delmoy, Nemai and Fudd.
They still there?
Oh yeah,
Good boys. Good lucky there.
and they know me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How's the new pup and everything? Well, he's not that new anymore, is she?
Oh, she's great. She's cuddly, and then she likes to go with me too.
Yeah.
I yeah, she's just the perfect little thing.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, I tell you, tough to be without a dog.
Oh, I can't. I couldn't be. When I lost Brody, I didn't think I could make it, but my veterinarian found this one for me.
God.
So she's great. She keeps me going. Yeah, she's pretty too. Blue eyes.
Oh, she is. I know. She's a good look. She's a looker.
You could paint her.
You could.
I'll get her in a
Did well with
picture.
Brody. Brody was fun.
Oh, Brody was the best ever.
He
Yeah.
was. He was a good boy.
Oh my God.
He's like seeing your walks and stuff too. He was always fun to.
Always. He liked to go. Yeah.
Yeah, me. Yeah, dogs are like that. They're all different too. Let me tell you, the personalities and things.
Oh yeah. This one is so unlike Brody. But she doesn't have the energy Brody did.
Yeah.
In fact, she doesn't have too much energy at all.
Well, that's good though. They can have those guys could be really, if they don't get their exercise, be bears.
Oh yeah, Brody had to have a lot of exercise, but yeah,
Yeah.
she hangs out, sleeps. She's sleeping here on my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shiloh's her name.
Gosh.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
Oh
Good to
yeah, dogs are the best people ever.
yeah. We wish more people were dogs.
Oh yeah, I don't bother with people too much. Yeah, she talks too. I mean, I call her my fuzzy mumbler
Yeah.
because she mumbles. It's weird. She comes and mumbles at me.
Yeah, our Fen does that. He likes to talk to you.
Yeah.
He'll answer you and stuff. He figures, that was something to answer to.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm. Well,
No, this is pretty. This is a good job you're doing.
yeah, I'm just kind of having fun now, just putting in these little details. Usually I don't get to do them, so,
Yeah.
with only one person in class, it's I can afford to take 5 more minutes and see if I can get this thing finished.
Yeah. Am I the only one here, huh?
Yeah, well, there was a couple other, but they had to take off.
Oh, yeah.
So that's no big deal. I figure
Yeah.
nothing I can do. I got to finish it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, it's a unique kind of tractor and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Just figured somebody would want to paint it, but
Oh, maybe they will.
yeah, you never know. It is a weird time of year, vacation wise. People getting in their last, hurrahs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They'll be back.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I'll get you some good pictures for around here.
okay.
The leaves will start changing color too pretty soon.
Yeah, you got a nice little area there.
Oh, yeah. Americus County, we're called.
Are ya?
Yeah, it's called Americus County. That's because of 9/11.
Oh, those guys. Because you guys that came down by you guys.
Oh, yeah. 2 miles from my house.
God,
Yep, I heard it. I heard it. Yeah,
no way. Really?
I did. Yeah. Well, Shanksville, I lived in Shanksville,
Hmm.
and that's where they came down 2 miles from where my house was.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard it. I thought they were blasting it at strip cut or something, but it was not. It was the plane going down.
People in it. God, what a mess.
Yeah,
What a sad time.
that was. It was. You don't forget it either. I mean, well, we don't around here.
Yeah,
But anyway, we move on.
that's true. We have to. We do. Okay. Well, this is about it. I just got to dig into these areas here and, you know, not have it too splotchy.
Yeah.
So trying to get the light to work right. I'm gonna have to get probably in front of it to do that. So we're gonna call it night here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go and put my doggy to bed, and I'll
All
see.
right. Well, glad. Thanks for stopping by.
You're welcome. I just addicted to watching you.
Thank you.
Okay, good night, Jim.
All right, Jane. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, bring it in, and that'll be it for night. You can start to see what I did. A little more light on that. Up there, the little rafters probably could be pushed back a little bit. But that is it. Thanks for joining. We'll see you on down the road.